Hey guys, this is Bailey Stein with Android Authority coming at you from Shenzhen, China, and in this video we'll be checking out the OPPO R11s. So there are three big changes with the R11s compared to the R11. The first, as you probably have already noticed, is the 6-inch 18:9 aspect ratio display. There's very little bezel, although the edges aren't quite as curved as they are on the Samsung Galaxy S8. Overall, this new display looks great. If you look closely, you can see what OPPO is calling the Starry Night effect, where there is a slight red gradient at the top and bottom of the glass. It's a subtle touch, but certainly one that makes the phone feel more like a single piece of hardware. This effect is only on the red model, which is the one that we were able to spend some time with. You can also get the R11 in black or champagne if you're looking for a less flamboyant look. Either way, you should know that the fingerprint reader has moved to the back of the phone this time around to help accommodate for the display. The reader seems just as quick as the one on the R11. The second big change has to deal with the cameras. The rear cameras are still 16 and 20 megapixels and still offer 2x lossless zoom, but they're now both f1.7 apertures, which should make the R11s a tad better than the R11 in low light conditions. While our time was very limited with the R11s, we were able to go out and get some camera samples. OPPO assured us that our unit was running finalized software, and image quality is just as good as we expected. Images are very sharp and detailed with accurate color reproduction. One minor critique is a slight lack of saturation or punchiness that some of us may be used to from other cameras like the Galaxy S8. Otherwise, the setup works pretty well in good lighting. Of course, we'll have dozens of more camera samples up on our website, which you can visit using the link in the description. It's difficult to judge low light performance just yet, but it's quite frankly not looking much better than the R11. There's a good amount of lens flare around bright objects, which you can see in some of our shots. We'll take a closer look into this and report our findings in our full review, which will be released in the coming weeks. Perhaps what's most notable is the new AI beauty mode. OPPO tells us that they analyzed thousands of photos of people from around the world and consulted with beauty professionals to develop what is likely to be the best beauty mode to date, but we'll take a closer look at that in our full review. The third change that OPPO presented was a new iteration of its ColorOS software, ColorOS version 3.2. The R11s will run Android 7.1.1 out of the box, and OPPO wouldn't comment on any potential Android 8.0 update and said that they would instead focus on what the core audience in China wants, like the AI beautification mode, for example. That's also their reasoning behind the choice of micro USB instead of USB-C. One really nice design feature with the R11s is the ports are indented, so the bottom is more comfortable to hold with your pinky finger. As far as specs are concerned, you're getting a Snapdragon 660, 64GB of storage plus expansion, 4GB of RAM, and 3200 mAh battery. The R11s Plus is similar but features a larger display and battery, as well as more RAM. While global availability and pricing is still yet to be determined, you can expect the OPPO R11s to cost around $475 and the R11s Plus to cost around $100 more. It might go without saying, but that's a very competitive price for what you're getting, especially considering the number of improvements that OPPO has made from the R11. And that will be all for now. Stay tuned for our full review, which you can do by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Also, check out our website at androidauthority.com, as we are your source for all things Android.